Hello sports fans, and thanks for watching this HillSPN weekly update. Let's start off by recapping the past week in sports. And in just 5 short minutes, we will cross the finish line. So with that analogy, it's cross country time. During the weekend, our Badger runners traveled to the University of South Carolina Buford A6 Invitational. The women improved on every level, placing 9th of 27 impressive teams, and the men faced some tough competition, falling back a bit to 14th place of 23 teams. But some great milestones, though, for both the men and the women. Top 2 finishers for the Lady Badgers were juniors Nicole Cotval of Baton Rouge and Gabrielle Hantek of St. Louis. They continued their successes with times of 18:42 and 19:15. A big shout out to Cotval, not just for a 17th place finish out of 244 runners, but for notching the 3rd best women's 5K time in Spring Hill College history. Hantek recorded 32nd place finish with a school 14th best time. So for the men, I think it is safe to say that the Hill has a very bright future ahead with some freshman phenom runners. Freshman Spencer Albright of Covington, Louisiana, as Badger Sports Information Director Jim Stennett worded it, continued to rewrite the Badger men's record book by breaking his own Spring Hill College men's 8-kilometer record with a time of 26:06.63 to finish 19th among the 216 competing runners. Fellow freshman David Toops of Baton Rouge also added his name to the archives with a time of 26:19, the 3rd best Spring Hill College time in history. The meet in South Carolina wraps up their 2016 season, both the men's and the women's, so fans can look forward to what lies ahead for these young and always improving runners. The soccer and bowling teams competed on Sunday. Unfortunately, both the men's and the women's soccer teams faced tough conference losses, but both squads look forward to their final few games of the season. A solid start to the season for the Badger bowlers, on the other hand. Sunday, the men won their tournament, placing 1st of 9 teams, and the women snagged 3rd out of 8 teams. Follow HillSPN on social media for any and all soccer, bowling, and all other sports updates. Now that you have heard all of the team updates, let's switch gears a bit and move to our favorite part of the weekly sports update, the Fortnite Fab 5, where the HillSPN sports crew selects its 5-star student athletes to highlight their great feats over the past 2 weeks. So let us begin the Fortnite Fab in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Number 5, women's golfer Christine Griziak. And number 4, men's golfers Calais Nielsen and Jesse Redmond. Junior cross country runners Nicole Cotval at number 3. Number 2, freshman runner David Toops.
Since hopefully we'll be Division II postseason eligible next year. Just really interested to see what our team can do. I think that we have tremendous potential, and just seeing if we can go and get that conference championship and beyond. So.
And number 1, fellow freshman runner Spencer Albright.
The actual first step of the race, I immediately rolled my ankle, and I'm like, oh, great start. And proceeded to run the next 5 miles in absolute misery, and I really was trying to break the record again, and I was actually disappointed that I only broke the record by 6 seconds the second time.
That does it for this one, folks. Check back this weekend for the unveiling of our primary segment, falling under our senior spotlight. That is when the 2nd episode of Jack of All Trades reaches all of your social media outlets. Remember, at @HillSPN on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, please subscribe to the HillSPN 2-man sports crew on YouTube.
And now, a more exclusive look into our young and on-the-rise spotlight, the Freshman Focus.
I'm coming near the finish line. My coach is like, it's like, you have a minute to break the record, and I have 100 yards left. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm breaking the record today.
Right.
And then I crossed the line, and then I saw David break the same record I just broke, because we both shattered the record that day.
The HillSPN Senior Spotlight for this week is also the Crowd Up event of the week. The 26-5 women's volleyball team bids farewell to the talented leaders of their senior class by celebrating Senior Night this Friday, 6 p.m., Outlaw Rec Center, Badgers versus Golden Tigers. And one of the seniors on the team is sharpening up her sand skills and preparing for the beach volleyball season in a very competitive fashion. This Friday, look out for the second episode of Jack of All Trades, featuring this mystery student athlete.
So for Badger student athletes, the Spring Hill community, and our illustrious HillSPN sports crew, I'm Jack Collada. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.